মই কোর্সটোৰ বিষয়ে আগবাঢ়ো। So in the beginning, আপোনালোক যেতিয়া ইয়াত আহিছিলে, you may be having many questions in your mind. আমাৰ মনত বিভিন্ন ধৰণৰ কোৱেশ্চন আহিব পাৰে যে এই কোৰ্সটো আমি কিয় আগবঢ়াইছো, এই কোৰ্সটোৰ বিষয়ে আমি কিয় ভাবিছো, why are we going to start this course, what are the things that we are going to do here, then how are we going to do the things, and finally who are the people involved. আমি যে কোর্সটো আগবঢ়াইছো আমি কিনো কৰিবলৈ গৈ আছো এই কোৰ্সটো, কি ধৰণে আমি বস্তুবোৰ কৰিবলৈ আমি প্ল্যান কৰিছো ইত্যাদি. So in the beginning you may be a bit anxious or you may be confused about the various things, but I'd like to assure you that towards the end of this presentation you will be in a happy state of mind, because I am going first question, why. Let me take the first question, why. আমি কিয় এই কোর্সটো আগবঢ়াইছো. So as young students studying in classes 8, 9 and 10, you must be having various dreams about your future. Yes or no? Yes. So can I ask a few of you, what are your dreams? Yes, can you tell me? কি ভাবিছা তুমি ভৱিষ্যতৰ কাৰণে? Okay, very good. So you are thinking of medical. Somebody else? Some other student present here? Okay, please sit down. Somebody else? Yes, you. তোমাৰ ভৱিষ্যতৰ বিষয়ে কি ভাবিছা, কি হ'বলৈ তোমাৰ মন? Okay, very good, sit down. So দেখা যায় যে like most of the students, by the time they reach classes 8, 9, 10, they are more or less sure about like what they want to do. आप किसी और को बोलो या ना बोलो, अपने आप से तो झूठ नहीं बोलोगे ना, अपने आप में तो कुछ तो सोच के रखे होंगे ना आप लोगों ने कि ये करना है. Okay, so we are like we have some idea what we want to do, and for getting into those dreams you have to get into the respective institutes, and naturally we are inclined towards getting admitted into the best institutes of the country. So we may be thinking of some of the best institutes present in the country. For example, this is IISc Bangalore, IIT Guwahati, IIT Bombay, AIIMS, IIT Madras, and so on. There are many institutes like this in our country. Now the thing is, এতিয়া কথাটো হৈছে এই ধৰণৰ ইনষ্টিটিউট বা আগশাৰী প্ৰতিষ্ঠানসমূহত আমি যদি প্ৰৱেশ কৰিবলৈ বিচাৰোঁ, we have to go through one thing, and that thing is what is competition. আপোনালোকে নিশ্চয় এতিয়ালৈকে গম পাইছে যে বৰ্তমান যিটো প্ৰতিযোগিতাৰ যিটো the level of competition prevailing in the country in India is very huge. Okay, so let me clarify this picture with some numbers. Let me provide you some data. Let's take the example of the IIT JEE entrance exam. Now the statistics says proti bochore এই পৰীক্ষাটোত around 10 lakh taman student appear for, around 10 lakhs, and now it is in fact more than 10 lakhs appear for this exam, and the number of seats available in the IIT is only around 16,000. That is the ratio. So the success ratio turns out to be around 1.6%. In other words, যদি 100টা স্টুডেন্টে দিয়ে তার ভিতৰত জাস্ট এটা বা দুটা সিলেক্ট কৰে, এই ধৰণৰ কম্পিটিশন বৰ্তমান চলি আছে আমাৰ সমাজত. আৰু to make things worse, অসমত এই যিটো পাৰ্চেন্টেজ overall India percentage, অসমত ইয়াৰ পাৰ্চেন্টেজ বহুতে কম. Only a very few people get selected from Assam. That is the bitter truth we have to accept. Only then we can move forward to think what can be done about it. So let us think what could be the reasons. ইয়াৰনো কি কাৰণ হ'ব পাৰে, তোমরা ক'ব বিচাৰিব নেকি? What are the possible reasons for this? Yes, education. Yes. So the thing is that in the education system we have to be oriented. বাকি ৰাজ্যবোৰ ল'ৰা ছোৱালী সমূহে যিমান আগৰ পৰা কথাটো চিন্তা কৰে, আমি হয়তো সিমান আগৰ পৰা চিন্তা কৰা নাই. That is one very good reason you mentioned. So the first thing in this regard is that the belief in ourselves that we can do this. আমাৰ সবচে প্ৰথমতে আমি কি কৰিব লাগিব? We have to have that thing that আমি কৰিব পাৰিম. We have to have a positive outlook. Let me share a small story you all must be familiar with, that is David and Goliath. আমি এই কথাটো আমি শুনিছো, নিশ্চয় শুনিছো. Goliath was a giant. He was a very huge man. আৰু সকলো মানুহে কয় ইমান ডাঙৰ ইয়াক কেনেকৈ মাৰিম, কিন্তু ডেভিডে কি কৈছিলে, হিজ এটিটিউড ৱাজ ইমান ডাঙৰ ইয়াক যদি মাৰি লাগিয়ে যাওঁ তাক মৰাটো টান নহয়, উজু হয়। So David said he is not too big to hit, he is too big to miss. That was the attitude. আৰু আমি জানো ইয়াত কি হয়, ডেভিডে ফাইনেলি গলিয়াকক মাৰি দিয়ে। So that is an attitude that we have to form. So মই যে অলপ আগতে ক'লো 16,000 seats আছে, 16,000 আমি এইবুলি ভাবিব লাগিব কেনেকৈ পাম। The question that we should ask ourselves is, why can't I be one among those 16,000? 16,000 যে seat আছে মইনো তাৰ এটা কিয় হ'ব নোৱাৰো? That is the way we should think. That is the first step we have to think. So there is no doubt that for getting into them you have to put enormous efforts. নিজৰ ফালৰ পৰা পুৰা চেষ্টা কৰিব লাগিব, তাত কোনো ডাউট নাই। কিন্তু কথাটো হৈছে that is necessary but that is not sufficient. You need the right strategy and the proper guidance. আমাক এটা ভাল strategy লাগিব, এটা proper guidance লাগিব যি আমাক ৰাস্তাত আগবঢ়াই দিব আৰু যাতে আমি সফলতাৰ ওচৰত চাপিব পাৰোঁ। So we need a right strategy to make your efforts fruitful. আমাৰ ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীয়ে যে ইমান কষ্ট কৰিছে, if we want to get the results out of those efforts, we need to have a proper guidance so that their efforts are not wasted. Now the thing is that if we want our efforts not to be wasted, then we have to go beyond the conventional curriculum. আমি ক্লাছত গতানুগতিকভাৱে যিখিনি পঢ়ি যাওঁ সেইধৰণে যদি তাতে যদি আমি সীমাবদ্ধ হৈ থাকিব বিচাৰোঁ তেতিয়া কিন্তু আমি লক্ষ্যত উপনীত হ'ব নোৱাৰিম, কাৰণ বৰ্তমান কম্পিটিশ্যনটো তেনেকুৱা। মই যদি আপোনালোকক কওঁ যে আপুনি এখন IIT পেপাৰ ছেট কৰক, 10 লাখ ষ্টুডেণ্ট, আপুনি ইজি কুৱেশ্যন তাত দিব নোৱাৰে, আপুনি বাধ্য তাত টাফ কুৱেশ্যন দিবলৈ, কাৰণ আপুনি চিলেকশ্যনটো তেনেকুৱা। So we have to go beyond the conventional curriculum. For that what we have to do? So one way is that we have to get exposure to that level of question. Hey level of প্ৰশ্নৰ লগত আমি সন্মুখীন হ'ব লাগিব, we have to become familiar, and that is through various exams like Olympiads, NTS. At this level in classes 8, 9 and 10 we have to get familiar. আমি কি ধৰণে নিজকে familiar কৰিব লাগিব এই স্তৰটোৰ কাৰণে, then is through Olympiads, by appearing in various Olympiads, in various national talent search examinations. So we need preparation for that. Just appearing for those exams is not enough. You need to prepare, you need to get acquainted with those level of questions. The next is we have to build up the attitude. So only when we are able to tackle these questions, then we will have the attitude, that positive attitude will naturally develop in us. আমি যদি just অকল ভাবি থাকোঁ পাৰিম একো নকৰোঁ, then that is not positive attitude, that is just a wishful attitude. আমি just wish কৰিছোঁ। So we have to build the right attitude and potential to fight in the all India level exams. And then only we can be a part of the competition. মই part of the competition বুলি কিয় কৈছোঁ? কাৰণ যেতিয়া 10 লাখ ষ্টুডেণ্টে এপিয়াৰ হয়, 9 লাখ মানৰ একচুৱেলি পাৰ্টে নহয়। ইটছ এ ট্ৰুথ। তেওঁলোকে গমেই নাপায় যে তেওঁলোক যিটো কম্পিটিশ্যনত গৈ আছে তাৰ তেওঁলোক এটা পাৰ্ট নহয়। কম্পিটিশ্যনটো জাষ্ট 40-50 ষ্টুডেণ্টৰ মাজতে হৈ আছে, বাকীখিনিয়ে জাষ্ট ফৰ্ম ফিল আপ কৰে, পৰীক্ষা দি গুচি আহে। So firstly we have to be part of the competition and then we can conquer this. Okay? So moving forward, এতিয়া আমাৰ natural tendency to কি থাকে বৰ্তমান যিটো চলি আছে, and that is the main theme of today's presentation, is that I will think of competitive exams after 10th. প্ৰথমতে মিটিংটো দি লওঁ, তাৰপিছত এইবোৰ কথা ভাবিম। Then your situation is something like this. বাকীবোৰ ৰাজ্যৰ ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীয়ে কি হ'ব, they will always, they have already taken a leap and you are just preparing for that. That is the situation that is actually prevailing in the present scenario. আমি সলবুক একাডেমি ক্লাছ 11-12 ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীক পঢ়াওঁ, আমি এন্ট্ৰেন্স লেভেলত তেওঁলোকক লৈ যাব বিচাৰিছোঁ, কিন্তু কথাটো হৈছে বেছিকতে আমি কিছুমান প্ৰব্লেম দেখা পাওঁ। এতিয়া আমি এনেকুৱা এটা প্ৰব্লেমত ফচোঁ, আমি বেছিকখিনি ঠিক কৰি তাক ওপৰ লেভেললৈ লৈ যাওঁ, আৰু সেইবাবে আমি কৃষ্ণ কোচিং একাডেমি সলবুক স্কুলে এটা পদক্ষেপ লৈছোঁ য'ত আমি ফাউণ্ডেশ্যনটো অলপ আগলৈ গৈ পেলাই আমি ঠিক কৰিব বিচাৰিছোঁ। That is the thing we are trying to do, and that's why we have introduced this tutorial classes for classes 8, 9 and 10, where we prepare the student pre-foundation. We'll give a pre-foundation to the student for various competitive exams. Okay? So now let me take you to the next question. What? আমি এতিয়া আপোনালোকে ইমান হিনলৈকে আপোনালোকে গম পালে যে আমি কিয় এই পদক্ষেপটো লৈছো, why we have taken this initiative. Now the thing is, what will we do here? Now let me show you something. The situation of the classes 8 to 10 board level, আমি যেটো স্কুলত পঢ়ি থাকো আৰু entrance level যেটো level লাগে, it's a big step, and that is not so easy to take this giant step, and that is the main reason why যিখিনি ষ্টুডেন্টে মেট্ৰিকত 90% লৈ আহে হায়াৰ সেকেন্ডাৰী 60% হৈ যায়। কিয়? কাৰণ এই ষ্টেপটো ফচি আছে। This is the reason, this is the main reason. What we are trying to do is make this step smaller. I mean level to ইয়াত অলপ বঢ়াই দিব বিচাৰিছো। It's not that we are trying to enforce classes 11 and 12 stuff into your 8, 9, 10 kids. No. Just that we want to make them a little advanced so that this step is lessened. So now, কথাটো এনেকুৱা নেকি যে আমি বেলেগ বেলেগ কিছুমান বস্তু পঢ়াবলৈ গৈ আছো ক্লাছ 8, 9, 10 ৰ যিখিনি ষ্টুডেণ্টে ক'ব পাৰে ছাৰ মোৰ 8, 9, 10 ৰ সিলেবাসটো বহুত লাগিছে, মই বেলেগ বস্তু কেনেকৈ ল'ম? এইটো এটা নেচাৰেল প্ৰশ্ন আপোনালোকৰ ষ্টুডেণ্টৰ লগত আহিব পাৰে। But the situation is not like that. Let me give you some proof. This is taken from NCERT class 9 textbook, from the science textbook. एक इतना हमसे physics और है, motion, laws of motion, gravitation and so on. This is the syllabus for class 9 physics. Now let me show you the syllabus for class 11 physics, NCERT textbook. The chapters are more or less the same. This is motion in 1 dimension, motion in 2 dimension, laws of motion, gravitation, work, energy and power. So it's in front of your eyes that 9 of যিখিনি পঢ়োৱা গৈছে 11 of বেলেগ বস্তু পঢ়োৱা হোৱা নাই, just details to বেছি আছে। আৰু আমি ক্লাছ 8 ত যিমানে বস্তু পঢ়ো, আনসাৰ লিখো, দীঘল দীঘল আনসাৰ লিখো, 2 মাৰ্ক 4 মাৰ্ক 5 মাৰ্ক, কিন্তু এন্ট্ৰেন্স লেভেলত অপশন হৈ যাব, 4টা অপশন হৈ যাব, মাল্টিপল চইচ কোৱেশ্চন হৈ যাব, তাত নেগেটিভ মাৰ্কিং থাকিব। সিনাৰিওটো বস্তুটো বদলি গ'ল। তো এই সিনাৰিওটো আমি যদি ক্লাছ 11 ত আহি কিনে ষ্টাৰ্টিং ফেজ কৰো, ইয়াতকে ভালো আমি যদি ক্লাছ 8 ৰ পৰা অলপ ফেমিলিয়াৰ হৈছো। That is the motive. Let me give you the other connecting link. This is class 10 textbook. These are the physics lesson. And for class 12, the textbook for physics has chapters like this. So now you can see that there are connecting links. The main theme, the main lessons are the same. The difference is in the depth that we are trying to take the students. So this is what the subject matter that we are going to deal in these classes is the same. Classes 8, 9, 10 স্কুলত যিটো থিমত পঢ়োৱা হৈছে, আমি টপিকছবোৰ হেতুৱে থাকিব, আমি জাষ্ট তাৰ এটা বেলেগ এটা ৱেট অলপ পঢ়াব চেষ্টা কৰিম, যি ধৰণে পঢ়িলে তেওঁলোকৰ এন্ট্ৰেন্সৰ অলপ হেল্প হ'ব বুলি আমি ভাবোঁ। So now the thing is, having told what আমি কি পঢ়িব গৈ আছো, it's more or less the 8, 9, 10 textbook syllabus only, but in a different way which is suitable for preparing the kids into classes for the entrance level. Okay? So the next question is how? আমি কি ধৰণে কৰিব গৈ আছো? তো এতিয়া যদি দেখা যায় বৰ্তমান যিটো প্ৰতিযোগিতা হৈ আছে, the competition is not between who is doing it right and who is doing it wrong. Those days are gone. Today the competition is between who is doing right and who is doing right. The difference is who will do it first. কোনে সোনকালে কৰি দিব পাৰে বস্তু। Competition তাৰ মাজতে আছে। If you have done doing it wrong, then you are already out of the competition. So for that we need to be very much careful about the time factor. এটা প্ৰশ্ন কোনোবাই যদি 90 সেকেন্ড লগাইছে, বেলেগ এটা যদি 30 সেকেন্ডলৈ কৰি দিছে, তেন্তে সি বাকি 60 সেকেন্ড যদি দুটা বেলেগ প্ৰশ্ন কৰি দিব পাৰে আৰু তাতে সি আগবাঢ়ি যাব। সো আমি নৰ্মেলি যিবোৰ ৱেট আমি প্ৰবলেমটো সলভ কৰো, সেইটো আমি অলপ চেঞ্জ কৰিব লাগিব। কাৰণ এন্ট্ৰেন্সত আপোনালোকক কোনো ডেৰিভেশ্যন কৰিব নকয়, জাষ্ট 4টা অপচন দি দিব, ৰাইট টু টিক কৰা। কেনেকৈ টিক কৰিলা সেইটো কোনো সুধি নাছে। That is the way. So I'll give you some examples. For example, square of any number ending with 5. Let's say 25 square. An easy way of doing that will be 5 square is 25. We'll just write it on the right. And then 2 on the left side, whatever we have, we just multiply that 2 with the next number. 2 password number to be 3. 2 into 3 is into 65 দিয়া আছে তোমালোকে কি কৰিব 65 into 65 normally কৰিব this is quite easy just write 25 6 into the next number is 7 6 into 7 is 42 so answer is 4225 কাগজ কলম চুব লগা হল নেকি নাই হোৱা try this who will answer this first let me see 85 yes 7225 yes 7225 very good 7225 easy try the last one 115 squared 11 into 12 is 13225 excellent so see how easy things are 8 was written by emphasis probability 115 into 115 likha 5 into 5 is 5 2 carry time wasile this is one trick the next one I'll show you determinant one ka hoilo paisa class 10 man to find the determinant okay you will get it so determinant provide a nominal procedure ase so an easier way is just write the first two lines in the next two in the bottom and then you draw diagonal lines like this 3 of them then you just multiply the numbers on the diagonal lines so for example 2 into 2 into 2 is 0 3 into 1 into 1 is 3 4 into 3 into 1 is 12 like that you do it on the other side and then you just add them up 12 plus 3 is 15 8 plus 2 is 10 then you just do right minus left and that will give you the answer that is an easier way of doing things and you are less prone to do any mistakes originally we said determinant puno up normal plus minus er bahut bhul kore ami class 11 12 bohi samle kom pao plus minus er kheli beli koribo final answer to bhul lai more than 50% students do this mistake but if you do it this way there is no chance of doing any mistake isn't it okay
the conventional system should be there in the class 10 exam is it for the
this is not for class 10 exam see I mean you cannot write this on your matriculation paper I mean this is yes whenever we are asked to write on a board exam we have to write everything properly these are tricks because in entrance there is just one OMR sheet you have to write the correct properly so that is for this is for that okay so one last trick I'll teach you multiply numbers by lines okay let's say 12 into 23 so how you do it is this 12 draw one line for 1 two lines for this 2 then next 23 so do it in the other way 800 likhibo lagibo this is 2 and this is 3 then you divide it into the three parts so now we have to count the joins keta join hoise ya keta join hoise eta duta 2 ya keta join ase 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 ya keta ase 1 2 3 4 5 6 6 the answer is 276 get it so I like to you to try this one 31 into 22 I'll just draw the lines for you okay now can you tell me the answer let me see who will tell me the answer 682 get it 682 the answer is 682 so there is no need of doing it in the normal way no need of calculation just draw some lines and you will get the answer so these are some examples I have given you how you can use shortcut tricks to get into the answer but let me tell you this is not for the board conventional way these are for entrances ami board entrance level ami jodi akore 31 and 22 jodi normally koro ami answer to pam moi bolu the competition is about time it's not about correctness now if you are incorrect that means you are already out so that is the level I am talking about now the next thing is this when we are normally learning things from the blackboard teacher will say will write that is fine but if we can use presentations or animations then it is easier for things to get imprinted in the minds of the students will you agree to this for example let's say there is a process of heat conduction called convection yeah ki hoy the heat is transferred by actual movement of the molecules okay so ami jodi animation hisabe 800 দেখাবলে পারো then students will remember the visual and they can remember things better in the exams for example this is an animation for heat conduction using the convection process so one more for example this is a nucleus it is releasing alpha particles these are two protons and two neutrons let's say this is a beta particle an electron coming out of a nucleus so এই ধরনের যদি আমি বস্তুবোৰ শিকো তেতিয়া কি হ'ব আমাৰ মনত বস্তু ভালকে থাকি যাব so let's say I'll give you one last example of animation animation. For example, this is the human heart. It is pumping blood. This is the right part of the heart, and it is pumping blood to the deoxygenated blood to the lungs. And this is the left side of the heart, and it is pumping blood to the various body parts. This blood has oxygen. So if we take things in this way, don't you think it is easier for the students to remember things? Yes or no? Yes. So this is the way we are planning to teach students, giving them some tricks, some animations, so that will be very much helpful in absorbing the things. So moving forward, now that I have told you what to do, am I telling you that okay, you leave out everything and keep on studying? I don't mean that. I don't want you to lose on your hobbies. Now you are school students 8, 9 and 10. You should spend some time in your hobbies. That is important for your overall physical development and mental development. So, but one thing I like to tell you, ইয়াৰ পৰা বিভিন্ন ধৰণৰ চিত্ৰ দিছো এটা কিন্তু মই দিয়া নাই কোনোবাই কয় পাইছা মোৰ হবিটো হৈছে গোটেই দিনটো মোবাইল চাই থাকা Facebook, WhatsApp, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, PUBG. There are many things. That should not be your hobby. That is not going to help in your mental development, physical development, anything. But if you have some normal, conventional hobbies, I would like to encourage you to pursue them, not to leave them at this stage. This is not the time to leave your hobbies. But the thing is, if you give just 5 to 6 hours into this, then that is going to make a difference. We have to balance life. We have to keep the hobbies intact as well as we have to prepare for our future. That is the thing. So 5 to 6 hours if you kindly give to this, then it will be very much beneficial. You will realize my words when you reach class 11 and 12. You will be in an advanced stage. So let me show you some pictures. These are pictures of Olympic Games. Olympics is first time or nahe. Difference to both vast nahe. Everybody will respect the first as a gold medalist. They will get so much of fame, money, power, etc. But the person who did not win, he doesn't get anything. But if you actually observe the game, there is just a very, very minute difference. So a very small difference makes a very big impact. You all have to agree to this. So we believe, আমি যদি অলপ সময় যদি class 8, 9, 10 পৰা যদি দি যাওঁ, তে অলপ সময়, like in a week we have 24 into 7, that is 168 hours. Out of those 168 hours, maybe if we give some 6-7 hours a week, that is not a big deal. But that small amount of time that you have given in these years, that will show great differences when you actually prepare for the classes 11 and 12 and when you actually prepare for the entrances. So this is the scenario. So now let's come to the last question, who are the people involved? Firstly, these is the trio that I am talking about, students, many highly enthusiastic students of classes 8 to 10 who would like to pursue a fabulous career in science, engineering, medical and research. Students আগ্রহী হ'ব লাগিব বস্তুটো ল'বলৈ এটা ভাল কেৰিয়াৰ বনাবলৈ The next is parents. We need parents who are supporting, parents who are well informed about the present competition. বৰ্তমান যিটো competition চলি আছে তাৰ বাবে parents সকল তাৰ বাবে জানিব লাগিব যে বৰ্তমান competition কি লেভেলত চলি আছে And finally we need teachers, and in KCA we have a dynamic group of teachers highly motivated to deliver the best to the students, ranging from enthusiastic young faculty members to highly experienced ones. So now I'd like to briefly talk about the members of this organization. So on the administration side, we have Dwara sir as the director, and we have ma'am as the administrative officer. Then we have Moni sir as the administrator, as the coordinator of this KCA. Then coming to the various departments, in the physics department we have Bidul sir, we have Sharma sir, we have Aryan sir and myself. Then in the mathematics department we have Dipen sir, we have Uttam sir and Janmal sir on the mathematics department. Tarpasar chemistry department our sir is Netro sir, Somi ma'am, Aru Sharma sir. And finally in the biology department we have Papari ma'am and we have Omar sir. So these are the faculty strength that we have who are very much interested in helping the kids to develop themselves so that we can increase the number of students from Assam who are qualifying and getting admitted in such institutes. So with this, I'd like to wish you a great future ahead, and now I'm open to take questions. So if you have any questions in your mind, you can ask me.
फीस किमान फीस किमान बोले
The curriculum structure is that we have designed this. So, like for example, in this class 8, we have